oh my god, the comment section is insane. Insane. Hey guys, what is up? This is SevenShips, and the topic of video today is one that I've honestly been wanting to make for the past 2 months. I made a video, deleted it, made a video, edited, then deleted it, and I think this is going to be the last one because I have to come on here and talk about this. So, I'm sure you all have been seeing in these YouTube streets of women talking about pretty privilege and how they don't have it and things like that. And the most popular one is by Stefco, when her video, it was titled, "I don't have pretty privilege and it sucks," right? Now, she's not the first person who made that kind of video. There were other people who made it before her, but hers just really blew it up. Now, I do have issues with this, okay? Now, pretty privilege, does it exist? Yes, it does. It does exist. Especially, like, a pretty woman will have more privileges than a pretty man. Well, a handsome guy, right? And both the men and the woman will give them privileges. You know, it's not just the men, it's the women as well, because women do find and they do treat prettier women better than they treat unattractive women, even if they are straight, right? Now, this is my issue with that. If you look up pretty privilege, majority of the people who are talking about these topics have one thing in common. They are black. They're black women. And another thing they have in common is that they're typically dark-skinned black women, right? And now, this is my main issue with this whole pretty privilege thing, is that every woman, regardless of her race, will benefit from pretty privilege, right? And I just think that even though these women, they experience pretty privilege, or they don't experience pretty privilege, and I know that they have opinions on it, and they know that it's also very real, they don't come onto YouTube and pour out their insecurities. And I get why black women do that, because we do have a lot of hurt in our community, and it is very difficult for us to have someone who will listen to us, right? Now, you can get a therapist, but what if you can't afford a therapist? You know, you can go to your family, your friends, but a lot of the time, you know, I've been told plenty of times that black people do not have mental issues. Like, we don't go through those things. And so, when you're going through something such as this, I can get how people will, like, not really care. And so you find that you're more listened to, and what you're saying is taken better when you put it publicly online, and I get that. But we have a tendency to do that. We do that with pretty privilege, we do that with our hair, we do that with colorism, we do that with racism. We constantly pour our insecurities online and then get mad when people notice them and talk about them, like with the whole Tila Tequila thing. How do you think she knew about black women hair issues? If you go on YouTube, all you see are black women talking about their hair issues. It's like, oh, I have a bald spot. Well, instead of me going to a dermatologist or a trichologist or whoever you go to, let me then turn on a camera and record my bald spot, along with the other 50,000 other black women who did the same exact thing. So much so that in Tila Tequila's video, she was referencing an article from a black woman. Like, I know she doesn't have any black female friends, black friends at that. So where did she get this information from? And that is the same thing with this whole pretty privilege thing. Instead of it being an all-woman issue, in which it is, I see it becoming a black woman issue. And that is not good, because we already have the stereotype of being unattractive. We have the stereotype of being loud, ratchet, and what do we say about that? You know, like let's calm it down, whatever. But now with this whole pretty privilege thing, this doesn't fall in those categories, but it falls into the category of black women being unattractive, because we're the main ones coming to the forefront. We are being pushed in the forefront, even though all women of all races go through this at some point, right? Or they at least acknowledge it if they benefit from it. And with this becoming, it's just, we already have so much that we go through. I think promoting ourselves in this image is not a great look. Now, I am all for, like, experiencing your own life, like not caring what people say, do you, all this, but we are treated as a whole. If one of us mess up, we all mess up. We're not treated as individuals, say like white women are. One white woman can do something and she'll be labeled a Karen. If a black woman does something, then they should be labeled, oh, black women are this, black women are that, da 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 da. We won't have Karenism, right? Karenism will not be pinpointed as a individual black woman thing. And so with black women constantly getting on YouTube talking about pretty privilege, all you're doing is aiding in that stereotype. But not only that, but this is the main type of black women that are doing this are black women of a certain phenotype. They have negroid features, dark skin, and sometimes they do have like, I guess you can say, thinner lips. I mean, yeah, thinner lips, less full of a nose, but they still have dark skin. This is going to equate more into the colorism issue. But when the whole colorism thing is mainly between light skin and dark skin, right? Brown skin, I mean, I see a lot of shades being included in that category. And it's like some of us experience colorism, some of us do not. I know for me, I've never been treated poorly because of my skin complexion. If anything, it's because I'm just black or I'm fat or things like that. Now, the way that this is aiding in the whole colorism thing is because you don't have light-skinned women on here talking about this. And yes, light-skinned women can be ugly. And so with that, you don't really see any light-skinned women talking about ugly, pretty privilege. You don't see. Yes, I do know that light-skinned women also make these videos, but from my research, I've only found one video. That you're only seeing dark-skinned women talk about pretty privilege, and this is just, it's not a good idea. I really truly do not think that this is a good idea. And I understand, like, I truly do get it, how, you know, how it can feel to not benefit from pretty privilege. I mean, I think I'm pretty attractive. Some people say I am, some people think I'm not. But I don't like that this is aiding. Like, for example, in Stefko's video, oh my god, the comment section is insane. Insane. I seen it when the video had like 13,000 views, okay? And I've been watching it, checking on the comments, and it just progressively is getting worse. And in her comment section, this is what it is. 3 categories. You have the very popular, pretty attractive YouTubers feeling sorry for her. Then you have the unattractive women who are on there crying because, yeah, you know, I want someone to say this all the time, yada, yada, yada. And then you have the 3rd category. These are women who are attractive, who pity them. I read this one comment, and it was about this girl and her boyfriend. They were driving in the car in a grocery store in the parking lot, and there was one unattractive woman, and no one would let her cross the street to go to her car. So he stopped, and she told her boyfriend, oh, I must, like, I can just imagine what she's going through for being so unattractive and have no one stop for her, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just sitting there like, what? So you're pitying this woman for assuming that no one's stopping for her because she's unattractive? And that's what a lot of comments I've been reading were like that as well. They're just pitying you. And another issue is that with black women, we have this thing for constantly being real, but that can actually get you in trouble. Being real can actually really get you in trouble. Now, I do, again, believe in doing whatever you want, doing your own thing, but with these other races of women, they don't be real. A lot of them are very passive-aggressive. A lot of them are very, very fake. But does it matter? No. Why? Because at the end of the day, they get what they want. You may not, but they do. So does it really matter? Not really. And I've been reading a lot of comments, and both the black men and the black women were talking about, oh, you know, you're so real. I've always wanted to say that. Get it. Okay, so you've always wanted to say that, but why didn't you pick up a camera and do it? Because you knew, okay? You knew then, and you know now that that was not a good idea. And, for example, with Stefko, I think, now, I'm not trying to stop her bag. Get her bag, she can get her bag. But this is dangerous. Well, not dangerous. I'm exaggerating. But let's just say dangerous. Okay, this is dangerous. Like, I feel like she's monopolizing off of that video. Nothing wrong with that, but as an outsider looking in, that is what I'm seeing. And she's taking the black woman's name and just smearing it all over being ugly. And I get that she's profiting off of it, nothing wrong with that, but I think the route she's going through it is horrible. I even read in the comment section where someone says she can be the black female Kevin Samuels, and they didn't mean it as an insult, they meant it as like a good thing. And ever since that video, she keeps making more videos about being unattractive and all this stuff. And it's not like she's giving advice to better yourself. She's really just getting on the camera crying without shedding tears. Why? Because I've seen some of her other videos and she was doing the same thing. And it's just like, this is just hating, like, black women. Why do we constantly do this? Why do we constantly get on YouTube and embarrass ourselves? Why? What is it that you get out of it except for money? I'm sorry, but no amount of money is going to get me on here and have me crying. And if I do get on here and cry, which I might one day, maybe, y'all know I'm a little emotional. If I do that, it's not going to be over me being ugly. I'm not going to cry. Why? Oh, well, you're ugly, you're ugly. You're pretty, you're pretty. Okay, move on. Who cares? And I just don't think, oh God, this is just not a good idea. So that's all I have to say in this video. And I love to hear you guys' comments. Like, do you all see where I'm coming from? Do you all think this is a good idea or a bad idea? Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.